Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Firstly, I want to apologize to you guys because I haven't put up a video in such a long time, and I'm really sorry about that. It's only because being a makeup artist and it being a manic summer, I just didn't get the chance to even record a video, or if I did, I didn't get a chance to edit it. And I know it's no excuse, but it was just super busy for me, so I do really apologize, but I will try and get back into the swings of everything and try and get these videos rolling for you guys. Bear with me, it may take a few weeks for me to start getting back into that regular pattern, but I will do my very best for you guys. But moving on to today's video, it's all about makeup for Navratri or Garba. It's starting tomorrow, so I'm super excited about it because I look forward to this festive period for such a long time. Like every year, the minute it ends, I'm looking forward to it again for next year. So I'm super excited, can't wait for tomorrow. And for those of you who don't know what Navratri or Garba is, I will leave a link of it down in the description bar so that you guys can click on it and it will explain everything about it for you guys. But for a lot of people coming back from work and uni, college, etc., it does get very sort of time consuming as to what you get done with regards to makeup and putting your outfit on, etc., heading out to the halls or wherever you're going to be doing the Garba. So in this video I just wanted to show you guys quick, simple, easy methods of doing your makeup so it looks a little bit glam, but yet it doesn't take long at all. Those of you who don't like makeup, fantastic, because that will save you a lot of time. You can quickly just either do an eyeliner or lipstick or something and then you're good to go. For those of you who do like your makeup but you don't have time to do the full works, then I have broken this video down into steps so that you can skip steps if you don't like certain amounts of makeup or if you don't have a lot of time, etc. And then I've gone a little bit more to give this kind of a look as well. So if you guys want to see how I created this look, then please keep watching. Okay, so I've literally just curled and pinned my hair. I just used straighteners, done a quick curl, literally less than 5 minutes. No particular order, just randomly just curled and pinned it. And the reason being is because I wanted curled hair today, and normally my hair, if I do curl it, it drops very quickly if I was just to curl it and leave it, but when I set it like this, it tends to last a bit longer as well, so that's why I've done it. But obviously you guys can do your hair how you like it, and if you do find that your hair does drop when you do curl it, then this is an option to try. This literally, as I said, it just took me about 5 minutes or less than 5 minutes to do. I generally keep it until I've done my makeup and then I take my hair out right at the end. So I have already put the lip balm on my lips, and this is just the Blistex one. It's mainly because I'm going to be using like a matte lip product at the end, so I wanted to moisturize my lips from now because it can get quite drying. And as always, I'm going to start off with my eyes, and I'm just going to use the NYX eye primer for this. So now this is the optional step that I'll be doing, and I'm going to be putting like a base onto my eyelids just to neutralize my eyelids so that whatever colors I'm going to be putting on them show up a little bit better and blend out a little bit better as well. So I tend to use the MAC paint pot in the shade called Laying Low because I feel that this shade works pretty well for my skin tone. And I'm using the Morphe E8 brush for this. And then I'm just going to set that, and I'm going to use my Porfessional powder, and this is by Benefit, and I'm going to use the Morphe E53 brush for this. And this will just help the eyeshadows to blend a lot more easily compared to the sticky surface of the base. So basically what I've done up until now on my eyes is an optional thing. I generally tend to do it because, one, with the primer and base and everything, it helps my makeup to last a lot longer, especially if it's Garba and you love to do your Garba and you get very sweaty. It really helps to keep your eyeshadow intact. Because I have slightly hooded eyelids, I tend to get sort of creasing over here if I don't prime my eyelids. But if you don't have that issue, you don't have to prime them. It's just to save time if you don't really have that much time. But what I'm going to do now is go on to the crease colour, and that is Creme Brulee by Makeup Geek. and I'm literally just working the product in the crease. And I'm using my Morphe Y16 brush for this. Then taking my mini Sigma E25 brush, I'm just taking Vanilla Pigment by MAC and just highlighting my brow bone with that. So my top, my blouse of my Janya Jolly is actually pink, and I did want to incorporate some pink into my eyes, but just the tiniest amount. Now this step is optional, and it obviously depends on your outfit and stuff that you're wearing. Literally I wanted to add a tiny hint of pink into my crease, so you can leave your crease as it is, or you can add a bit of colour. And I'm just taking this shade here, and this is 382 by Inglot, and I'm taking my Morphe Y17 brush for this and just applying a little bit into the crease. It's nothing like too shocking into the eyes, but I think it just gives it a nice finish, especially because I want my main eyelid colour to be like a nice goldy type colour, goldy, bronzy, coppery type. As you can see, there's like that hint of pink showing up there. You don't have to do this, as I said. It all depends on the amount of time that you have and how much makeup you actually want to put on. So the next step that I'm doing is something that I would do pretty much all the time, especially if I wanted to do sort of quick makeup that I know will last quite a long time, and that is to put a base onto my lids which has a good colour. And because my outfit's predominantly like gold, it's got gold work in it, I wanted to use a gold sort of paint pot, and this is Indianwood by MAC. And I'm literally just using a concealer brush and just applying some to my eyelids. As you can see, it's given already a nice sort of colour on my eyelids, so you could even just leave it as it is once you've done this, or you can kind of what I call set it and just put another shadow on top so it doesn't feel too tacky and sticky on the eyelids. But it all depends on the time that you guys have. If I wasn't talking through this process, my eye makeup would be done super quickly, especially because I'd have the mirror right in front of me, so it would be like real close up. Okay, so literally, as I said, you can leave it as it is, or you can put another eyeshadow on top just to help it not feel too sticky. Like for me it does, but for some people it doesn't, so it's your choice. But I'm going to take this shadow here, and this is by Kiko, and it's in the shade number 4, and it does have sort of glitter pigments in there as well. And as you guys know, if you've watched a lot of my videos, I do love my glitter, so I'm just going to add some of this, and I'm just using the standard MAC eyeshadow brush, and I'm just applying a small amount of the product on. And you'll find that because you've already got this base on, you need very little eyeshadow on your brush, and it will just go on really nicely. So the eye makeup, the top parts of my eye makeup is pretty much done. I'm just going to do my eyeliner, and for that I'm using my Maybelline, Maybelline Master Ink liner, and this is the matte one. You can get a satin finish one as well if you don't like your matte eyeliners, but I really like this eyeliner because it's super quick to get my eyeliner done. Has a matte finish, and it's got a super fine point to the end of it as well. The only downfall to this product, I feel, is that once it dries, it's not as dark as how I like it, and it's probably only because I'm so used to my Inglot black gel liner, but otherwise I do really like this product. If they had it with a super dark finish at the end, oh, I would buy tons and tons of this. Okay, so now I'm going to be moving on to my face, and if your skin is super clean, no issues with anything like these sort of pigments and stuff, you can skip the foundation step if you want to as well. Some people don't like wearing foundation, especially when they know they're going to get hot and sticky, so you can miss that step, but I personally clearly can't get away with it. So I'm going to put some foundation on, but before that I'm going to be putting on a primer, and the one I'm recently liking is this one by Barry M, and I do have a purple one and a green one as well, just for color correction and stuff that I use on my clients, but just for daily use I think this normal sort of clear color white color one is absolutely fine to use, and I just love the finish and the feel of it onto the skin. And literally I just need 2 pumps. So for my foundation, I'm taking a combination of these 2 foundations, and this one is the All Nighter foundation by Urban Decay in the shade 7.0, and this is the Face and Body foundation by MAC in the shade C5. And the reason being is because this foundation does last a heck of a long time, however I do find it quite drying on my skin. So if I mix a little bit of this, which is it gives it a very dewy finish on the skin, mixture of the two is perfect. Now if you like your foundation to be very dewy, you can add more of this sort of product into a thicker foundation, or if you like it the other way around, then you can just change the ratio of the products. So I've just taken some of the foundation on my palette here, and this is way too much, I know that for a fact, but it just came out, so I'm gonna just stick with it. But I'm using my Tarte sponge for this, and this sponge I absolutely love. For me, it beats the beauty blenders as well, because it's just so soft, and the way it blends out the foundation or the concealer or anything that I'm using is just amazing. I have dampened it in the MAC Fix Plus spray as well. I'm just going to use this flat side, and just bounce the product on my face. I know what you guys are thinking right now. Oh my god, how much has she got on her face? And I did tell you guys, I know I had a lot of foundation, so literally what I'm going to do is just get some tissue and just wipe off some excess. The colour also may look a little bit odd right now, but the Urban Decay foundation does oxidize quite a bit, so I give it like 20 minutes or so. By then it actually fits the same shade as my skin. So right now I know it's looking ridiculous, but you guys can see the coverage, it's amazing. Like all that dark patches that you saw earlier on, they've clearly all gone. So make sure you blend out your foundation into like your ear area and your neck and stuff, because you clearly don't want just the foundation to be here. I personally do like to blend it all out, so it just looks a lot more seamless. So then moving on to my under eye area, and I'm just taking the NYX dark circle corrector, which is a sort of nice peachy colour one, and just using this Spectrum brush and applying some just under my eyes. This step, guys, again is optional. It's only because I like to just correct as much of the darkness under my eyes as I can. If you don't have a lot of darkness and you don't want to really cover as much, then you clearly don't have to, but it's just another step that I like to add in my sort of makeup routine. And then concealer wise, I'm taking the Maybelline Anti-Age Eye Rewind Concealer thingamajiggy, and just literally just applying it to the areas that I like to highlight. This is in the shade Nude, by the way. You can get loads of other shades as well now, so that's good. And then I'm taking the same blending sponge, but I'm going to use the point part and just literally blend all that away. And then just to set all those highlighted areas in place, I'm just taking the Porfessional powder again by Benefit. Get a small amount onto the brush and literally set the areas that you want to set with. And the reason why I like this powder, especially this time when I'm doing Garba stuff, is because it helps to reduce some of the shine. And as you guys know, if you've watched a lot of my videos, I do get a lot of shine and oily skin coming through. And if I'm doing Garba, I know I'm going to be sweating quite a bit, so it's always a good thing to just use anti-shine products. If you have dry skin, that might not be a good idea, and I would use it just in the areas where you do have like oily areas. So I'm not going to do any cream contouring or highlighting or anything, because it is supposed to be like a quick way of doing makeup and stuff. So I am going to bronze quickly, and I'm using my Kat Von D bronzer in the shade Shady Business 2, and I'm just taking my Morphe Y3 brush for this and literally just sort of warming up the skin at the sort of periphery, but not too much. And then for contour, I'm taking my Tarte bronzer, and this is called Hotel Heiress, and I'm just using my Eco Tools brush for this and just applying the product into the areas that I really like to contour. And that is the hollows of my cheeks, and I do run it down the temples as well a little bit. And then I get a little bit on the jawline as well, and just blend it into the neck, so it's not got such a harsh line. And because I have a massive forehead, I do want to sort of dull that down or draw the attention away from it, so I'm just gonna get some of that product into my hairline at the top here. With whatever's left on the brush, I'm literally just gonna flatten the brush and just run it down the sides of my nose, and I'm going to try and meet it into my sort of brow line as well. Normally I would go for another smaller brush and stuff, but obviously that takes longer time, so I'm just going to run that across like that just to help contour my nose a little bit. So for my highlight, I'm going to be taking the Saleha Hollywood Gold highlight, and I'm going to take my Spectrum Beauty fan brush, just work the brush into the product and just apply to the high points. That glow is amazing, guys. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's really, really good. Now these Spectrum brushes are really, really soft, so if you have a denser brush, be careful with the amount that you use of this product, because it's super pigmented, and yeah, if you don't like the extra glow, then it may be a bit of a problem, but I love it. And then I'm taking Melba blush by MAC and another Spectrum blush brush and applying that to the areas I like to apply my blush. And the reason why I do my highlight first recently is because it just kind of blends a lot nicer, I think, once I do the blush on top. If you like the extra harsh, powerful sort of beam from the highlight, then you can go on top again to do your highlight, or just do it on top as it is. Then I'm going to be moving on to my brows, and I'm taking the Precisely My Brows by Benefit and literally just filling in my brows. So I don't want something that's too sort of harsh looking, so just something natural. And this is in the shade 6, guys, if you were wondering what shade it is of the pencil. It's shade 6, and you don't have to spend a fortune on these kind of products. I just do because I like it, but you can get like cheaper ones, like by Soap and Glory, and I think NYX do ones as well, so you don't have to like break your bank balance. Then I'm just going to be tightlining my eyes with the Scandeleyes black eye pencil, and I'm going to do this off camera because when I do the tightlining on the top, it does make my eyes tear and I need to get really, really up and close to the mirror. So I'll go and do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so I'm back. Literally just tightline my upper and lower waterlines with the Scandeleyes black eye pencil, and you can leave it literally just like this, put your mascara on and your lippie, and then you're good to go. or you can smoke it out a little bit more, which is what I'm going to be doing. So although I've called this like the quick and easy way of doing makeup for Garba, you can skip steps to make it even quicker, or you can add steps to get the look that you actually want. So I'm going to keep going to the look that I want, which keeps the makeup simple but yet a little bit more glam at the same time. So I'm just going to take my my brown Mememe eye pencil, and I'm just going to run it on the outer 2/3 of my eyes. So just a few more steps to go. I'm just going to be putting my mascara on, and this is the Colossal Volume Express Mascara by Maybelline. And I got this mascara many years ago and absolutely loved it. And then obviously in that time there were other mascaras that came out, started using them, but then I was in Boots or Superdrug or something, and I thought, right, let me just get this back out again into my makeup kit, and I absolutely love it. I don't know why I actually stopped using it to start off with. The days that I don't want to wear false lashes, I definitely get this mascara out because it just kind of lifts and separates my eyelashes really well. You do need to layer it up a little bit, but it does the job for me. So I'm just going to come closer. I've done this eye with the mascara and this eye I haven't done anything with. And I personally think that it's given a nice effect. Don't get me wrong, there are other mascaras that have given an even better lift and an even better look. But for drugstore and the amount that you pay for this mascara compared to those higher end ones that do the job, you can't really go wrong. So I'm just going to do this eye and I'll be right back. So both my lashes are done. I'm not going to be putting on any falsies because it's supposed to be a quick makeup routine for Garba. But I am going to set my face first before I do my lips, and I'm going to use my Scandeleyes setting spray, and this is the oil control one. And I really like this setting spray, and the way it sprays onto the mist it gives, it just feels so much better that it goes everywhere on your face compared to even the Urban Decay one, which I use all the time as well. I actually prefer this one. So finally, moving on to my lips, I'm going to first line them with the MAC lip pencil called More to Love. And then I'm just filling them in as well a little bit. Then on top, I'm going in with my Lippie stick by Colourpop Cosmetics, and this is in the shade called Poppin. And I love this. This is the second one I'm using now. I've finished the first one, and it just goes on super smoothly, which you'll see in a minute. Super pigmented with just one swipe. And another. I mean, how easy was that? And look at the pigment on it. It feels super comfortable to wear, and unlike, I mean, it's got a nice matte finish, so unlike the liquid lipsticks, it feels really sort of more creamy and that your lips can move, compared to a lot of the liquid lipsticks. Once you've got it on and it's dried, it feels really sort of cracky, and it feels as if it's just like sucking your lips, like the moisture out of your lips. Whereas this, it doesn't feel like that, and it lasts such a long time. I've worn this to Garba last year and it lasted all night. I didn't need to top up at all. So yeah, this is the look complete. I'm just going to be putting on my outfit, take my hair down, put my Decay in, and I'll be right back. So I'm done, got my outfit and jewellery and stuff on. Having my hair curled and pinned definitely helps it, because I know it's going to last a lot longer. But if you don't have that time, just do whatever's easier for you. If you did like this video, please do thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video.